Hi guys, welcome back to Sunny Days. So this video is quite special and quite new. Today we're going to talk about the opening match about IPL 2021. RCB, the ultimate underdog in the tournament for I think 13, 14 consecutive years. Almost at the face, at the pinnacle, at the top of the victory table, but always denied the cup. Versus the top dog, the top lion, the king of the jungle, Mumbai Indians. RCB, as we all know, is led by Virat Kohli, and Mumbai Indians, as we all know, is led by the hitman Rohit Sharma. What a match! Firstly, let me talk about what I saw instantly as I saw the squad, as I saw the team. My first thoughts as for today's lineup. Don't get me wrong, I'm talking about today's lineup. I obviously have a lot of speculations on why they let Chris Morris go, will Shivam Dube go, or Moeen Ali go. So yeah, there are obviously a lot of accusations and complaints and debates on those issues and those topics, with RCB hiring the best players, playing them a season, and then letting them go like this, which is baffling. I know they wanted some budget, but they weren't even able to retain them. Somebody they bought for 10 crores went for as the highest bid player in this year's tournament, Chris Morris. Moeen Ali went well. Shivam Dube obviously would go well. His performance was amazing last season, with the ball as well with the bat, with some quick, important runs, playing as a utility batsman when the time required at the death overs. He was fantastic. So we'll talk about those things later. But talking about today's lineup, if you see the new guy Patidar, Rajat Patidar, got a chance to play today, which is amazing. And Shabaz Ahmed got a chance, despite him not being at the top form, him not really opening up or finding his element or finding his niche in this format at this level. I'll tell you what's happening. First of all, let's just quickly look at the lineup, okay? There was Virat, there was Patidar, there was first came Washington Sundar, which I thought it might happen. Since they bowled Washi only for 1 over, I thought they might go for a left hand, right hand, and they went for Washi and Virat. Like, not always, at least Washi rotates the strike every now and then and is very, very handy when it comes with the bat as well. But he got away with a lucky edge, which had to be a catch, and but he got a second chance, and it didn't quite materialize for RCB, but still he stuck around for some time. That was always good to see his confidence building and his determination to spend time with the crease with a legend like Virat Kohli. That always adds to your confidence, always adds to your experience, and how you grow and how you think and how you face things and how you look at things. It always matters. So a very, very good experiment there. But apart from that, after Rajat came Maxwell and not AB at his usual spot. I'll tell you why. I think you already know, but Maxwell wanted to be certain about his position, his role in the team, and provided that he could deliver, because his accusations even in Kings 11 for so many years, being such a talented player for Australia, delivering a devastating bowlers or just blasting balls out of the boundary so effortlessly, was not able to do for so many consecutive years in the IPL format. So the reason given by Maxwell himself was that his role was always uncertain, his position was always uncertain. So he didn't know how to apply and adapt and overcome those obstacles. So his role and his description, his job role and description, has been very well laid and very well decided. Even though ABD is the right person to come up there, Maxwell was given a opportunity, and he didn't let us down today at all. He did a fantastic job. He played in his erratic ways right from the get-go. Second ball, I think he went for a switch hit, and after it connected, he was on song. Every ball he connected just sounded so sweet off the bat. So after that, I think came Shabazz. See, I'll tell you what they're doing with Shabazz and Rajat. To understand that, you need to know this lineup has the best top players, strong players, and as well as the people whom they want to promote and improve and develop and understand and grow in the team. I think Rajat is being given that fantastic opportunity, and Shehbaz is being promoted as a batsman and given opportunities as a bowler only for that reason. Otherwise, Washi would be the top bowler to bowl in the power plays. We all know that. So they've been promoted, they've been given that opportunity so that they can better themselves. It's okay, it's the beginning of the league, and even if they believe RCB can turn things around or fall very badly on their face, they're doing it with heart. They're doing it with some conviction this time. I'm telling you, Daniel Sams, Finn Allen, Navdeep Saini, Mohammad Azharuddin, Gautam, Pawan Deshpande, and Josh Philippe, I'm not certain. Zampa, let's keep that for a certain topic, different topic. But all these players were not played because their strategies is fantastic. What I see at when I saw the lineup, I thought it was fantastic because they're just going to rotate their strategy, rotate their team, how they play players. Because if few people fall ill or fall victim to corona or are unable to play due to some injury, the replacement has to be of the top notch. So, like, I think this was developed during the practice matches that they played, which is already uploaded on YouTube on the RCB official channel. You can go check it out. Um, like I seriously like it is a fantastic thing that they're doing. They're balancing their team. Their strategy is much more mature and settled. I think they're getting along really well with the team dynamics and the team composition, and they're understanding it in a whole different level. So I think it's fantastic thing to see RCB also promoting people whom they want to capitalize on later in the league, and also giving charge to always the big four or the big five they always depend on. Unfortunately, we had to see ABD come back and do it all over again and again, things going down the line like it always does with RCB. That's something that just happens, I think, with Virat's captaincy. To be very frank, I think that's the reason. But he takes things a bit, too extreme or too dangerous, and pulls it off somehow. Only he can do that. So yeah, that is what I thought about today's lineup. That is why I thought they played the players they played today. And yeah, Mohammad Azharuddin is one person whom you would definitely look to, and Daniel Sams and Bharat will be a great keeper. I thought they might play him today for ABD, but that didn't happen. They went with, instead of Shabazz Ahmed, they could have played a wicket keeper, or instead of Dan Christian, who we know has in IPL is not that great with the ball or with the bat. He's played 40 odd matches, he's scored 400 odd runs with only two 30 plus scores. So you see what they're doing. They went with very, very good, foreign three players, and one was still a trump. They didn't go with, Kane Richardson. They didn't go with, Zampa for a spin, or they didn't go with Daniel Sams or Phil Hamlin or Josh Philippe. I'm not certain about what his current scenario is, whether his availability is there or not. But yeah, definitely they're turning the game up. I see some promising roles, and even if it did do go down the line, I think it was a worth that gamble. I wouldn't say gamble, that strategy that they're thinking of. I'm fully on board with it, and it was something fantastic. And how Harshal Patel, welcome back to the team, how he scored today, how he played today was fantastic. 5 wickets for just 20 odd runs, 27 runs, I think. I think he and Jameson both went for 27, both bowled brilliantly well. So did Siraj. Siraj was on point today. Washi was on point. Siraj was only, I think, Shahbaz was a bit too expensive. Chahal and Dan. Apart from these guys, everybody else, every other bowler was on point. In batting as well, Rajat, I see him connecting the ball very well, playing with a lot of confidence, deciding how many runs to take very, very with a lot of ease, so he's in his element. It's just a matter of time, I think, for him to actually knock some big ones. So yeah, all the best RCB. Looking forward to further matches. Stay tuned for more updates. If you want me to provide statistics and do more of this, please let me know. I will try to put in the statistics or the score summary at least. Anyways, great season. At least great match. At least in the beginning of the season. Down the line, down to the last ball. Yet again, RCB do their thing. Anyways, but we can't demotivate Mumbai again, because it's it according to their myth or beliefs. When they lose the first match, they consider it as very lucky because they end up going to win the tournament. So RCB seemed on point with their batting and bowling today, but somewhere they let us down with their fielding a little bit, and somewhere few people didn't quite the knock. But all those things aside, they were fantastic today. Go RCB! All the best. Bye bye. Okay, guys, as you can see, you can check out the scorecard. Mumbai Indians, Rohit Sharma went for 19 runs with 15 balls. Chris Lynn, I don't know how he batted so well, because the cross batted technique, he really doesn't seem so technical about his batting, but he managed to do pretty well for them today. The way he started, the way he edged the balls, he was not in a snick, but he got on form, and the rest was history. He was still denied half century. Surya Kumar Yadav, right from the first ball, was fantastic. Scored 31 of 23. Ishan Kishan did well, 28 of 19. His bold attitude, for the small personality that he looks, his stature, but he just comes out and just goes full swing. Fantastic. Hardik Pandya, didn't get going. Neither did Kieron Pollard or Krunal Pandya. And that ended their innings with 159. Some amazing bowling at the end of the innings by RCB. As we can see, there's a bowling scorecard. Mohammad Siraj bowled 4 overs with just giving 22 runs. How often do you see a opening bowler of RCB doing that well in an Indian pitch? And Kyle Jamieson, I was not very sure about how he would fare, but he did a very, very convincing job today. Yuzvendra Chahal, this is not something that you see very often with him, going wicketless, 4 overs 41 on the expensive side. Shabaz Ahmed went for 14 runs, 1 over, not that great. I just say, even way he was just given 1 over, I say that because the balls that he bowled was like mediocre to average at best. That's why probably he was not given another opportunity. Harshal Patel, the pick of the bowlers today, 4 overs, 27 runs, 5 wickets on a hat trick. Not easy thing to do, guys. Not easy thing to do. Dan Christian, expensive side, 2 overs, 21. Washi, fantastic, 1 over, 7 runs, 1 wicket. Just there was a bit of a bounce in the pitch. As soon as the ball pitches, it kind of rises up to you. So edges are quite common. You saw with his batting as well. That's the same way he departed. And coming to RCB's batting, so Washi again, cut out cheaply. He was not getting on. 15 balls, I think, 16 balls. Yeah, 16th ball he got out. 10 runs he scored. It's okay. That's still good. Kohli did well. Good stand. Great start. He was on song right from the get-go. Very aggressive approach, leading from the front. This is something we like to see him do. So, fantastic batting. Virat Kohli, 33 of 29. And Rajat Patidar, wait for him. He'll definitely click in the way his bat swing, or the way he was going approach. Maybe he might come down a little bit down the order. I'm not sure, but yeah, he can definitely, play some shots, that I know. Maxwell, trust me, he's being trusted upon and he's not letting us down. At least in this game, he did quite well. 39 of 28, 2 sixes. ABD, come what may, what is the condition, what is the outcome, you will always see one person giving his 110% and almost in some way contributing the most to the team, becoming the most dependable player in IPL, actually the most MVP, most valued player in the entirety of MVP, that is ABD. Shabaz Ahmed, sad, good swing of the bat, but unlucky. Dan Christian, careless. Kyle Jamieson, thank you for sticking there. Harshal Patel, he can swing some bat too. He can actually go for runs too. Mohammad Siraj, you didn't have to do much. You rotated the strike and let Harshal do the rest. Thank you so much. Trent Bolt, 4 overs, 36, 1 wicket. He was not getting that much of swing today. Bumrah, as always, consistent, amazing bowler. 4 overs, 26 runs, 2 wickets. Jansen, I really don't know who Jansen is, but 4 overs, 28 and 2 wickets. That was surprising. Maybe he has a lot of leverage with his height and the bounce that the pitch was giving him. And Krunal Pandya, very, very, very surprising. Again, he comes in hard and pitches the ball onto the ground very hard, and this does help him. Rahul Chahar was expensive today. Like I said, Rispinas was not getting that assistance. It was people who were, bouncing the balls and just going hard on the wicket were getting a lot. You can see Ravindra Jadeja making the most use of it. So yeah, that's about the scorecard. Thank you guys. Keep tuned in for more updates on IPL to 2021.